Hello, this story started last year, and I was in two minds whether or not to share this story with you, because it was a story of failure. No one liked to share their mistakes on YouTube, or any social media for that matter. We see perfection on the social media, perfect looks, perfect smiles, perfect cars, perfect homes, perfect families, and perfect artwork even. And seeing other people's perfections makes us feel incomplete and not good enough. I'm guilty of that too. But if you slow down and look closely, everyone's reality is not that perfect. So after much thought, I decided to share my cupcake holder story with you anyway. This story started last year. I've seen a lot of artists making beautiful creations with epoxy resin, beautiful displays, wall art and coasters. And I wanted to use epoxy resin for an artwork too. I was going to make a cupcake holder. So I picked the flowers, dried them carefully, designed the pattern in my head and followed the instruction with the epoxy resin. And I waited for it to dry. I waited for it to dry for a month, 2 months and 3 months, but it still never dried. In the end, it was a sticky yellow mess with a lot of bubbles, and it was very disappointing. I abandoned the whole project for 1 whole year, but I couldn't quite get the idea out of my head. So 1 year later, I tried to make the same project again, but this time with clay. And this time, I really enjoyed the process. I got my friends involved in this project too. And over the few days we painted together, sipping tea and catching up on life. It made me reflect on this whole process. Yes, it didn't go the way I planned, and everything turned out to be very messy and sticky. But trying again gave me such a beautiful experience and a lot of tender moments to cherish. Why do we always seek perfection in everything we do? This perfectionism and all or nothing approach affects our thinking and how we see ourselves and the world. So many of us believe in unrealistically high standards that are impossible to keep up with. It leads to grudge, regrets, and a lot of unhappiness. In Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy said, "If you seek for perfection, you will never be content." And that is very true. With this project, I learned that it's not about letting go of the goal, but letting go of the self-worth attached to the final result. Every artwork, every achievement in life brings joy, but it's not just about the final result what brings happiness to the soul. It's the lessons we learned and the tender moments we created on that journey. Good enough is good enough, and there is no such thing as perfection.